Hello, welcome to the next edition of the Wednesday special. This is the last episode of this season. Next week will be all brand new Thunder's Junction cards. Today we're going to be trying out Temur Fires and Pioneer. I think this deck actually got a decent upgrade with Kellen Prodigy, right? Because it is technically a semi-ramp spell that also is a 4-drop, so it works well with Karuga. And also, Fires, it really does help you with the Avengers. So I do think this deck could be pretty decent. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification for you to get alerted for future videos. We're on our way to 1,000 subs. Let's get there, past it, and let's get into the deck list and see the deck in action. So we have 2 cases from the new set. We also have 4 Kellens. Now, I do like the 4 Phoenix of Foresights. It does do really well on the build. Of course, we have 4 Cavalier of Flames because it's just the best 5-drop in the deck. 2 Sky Turtles, just because it's kind of a very unique card. We could easily channel it, and we could use the channels pretty simple since we don't use our mana for anything kind of spells. We have 4 Fires because it's just, 4 Fables of the Mirror Breaker because it's just the best red card in the format. 4 Bone Crushers because it's, and Borrower because they both have a decent Avenger mode and their bodies are relatively good. Chandra is a decent threat for the control matchups and card advantage. We have 3 Angers for the aggro matchups, 2 Closest for control/graveyard hate, 3 Disputes for control, 2 Prismari commands for artifact hate, also helps us ramp a little bit, Leyline of the Void for graveyard hate. And of course, we have Karuga as a companion. That is our Temur Fires deck for Pioneer. Let's see the deck in action. Play Dense Go. Plays a tap farmland. Passes. We'll play a tap Steam Vents. I don't think there's a world where I bury them Borrower. So, Island. Passes. Coast. Play a Fable. You have a new counterspell. Nope. Pass the turn. Impulse. This probably tells me this is Lotus Field version of Control. Yep, Stage. That confirms it. Get Lost. My Fable. Passes. A land wouldn't be bad. Okay. We'll go ahead and play the Sphinx and shove. Say go. Pathway on white. Supreme Verdict. Fires. And a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Say go. Passes. We will go ahead and discard this Brazen Borrower. But Catch a Triumph. We will cast Kellen and a Cavalier. So that resolves. Pump and shove. Sack a map, draw a card. He could have a Wandering Emperor to eat the Cavalier, but I think we take that. Yeah, any day of the week. Has another stage. Makes it 2/2. So him doing it means there's no Wrath. Teferi. Upticks Teferi. And probably untaps the farmland and one of these 2 lands. Yeah. So that flips. Play a coast. Pick up Karuga. We'll play Chandra. Uptick Chandra. We will we will not cast. We'll say no. Cast Karuga. Draw some cards. Cycle. Go to combat. Face. I don't even care about Teferi. And then we'll eat a map token. Alright. Trades. Takes 3. Say go. He might have to minus and get rid of the Chandra. Nope. Pathway on blue. And passes? There's no way that's all he's doing, right? Struck Proctor. And untaps those 2 lands. Uptick Chandra. Say no. Play Cavalier. Ends my turn. Stomp your face. So now he has to answer my Chandra. Upticks. Or he needs to gain life. Cycles. Scoops it up. You bring in Disputes. And that's essentially it. Maybe close this. Surprising we don't have a lot of bad cards. Down Borrower, I guess. And a Bone? And a Kellen, maybe? Down the Colossal Sky Turtles. Keep in the Bone. I don't like that. Passes with a Haul. Alright, so Otawara. Top. Dispute. Wait a minute. That's fine. And put that on top. So we'll draw the Vents. Play a Steam Vents tap. Say go. Next turn we'll draw Dispute. We got our land, so I think we're good. This hand will curve out. Pathway on white and passes. Play a tapped Steam Vent, say go. Cycles the Shark Typhoon. Stage and passes. Play a Rockfall Fail. Pass the turn. Cycles a farmland and untaps. A Ganju. Attempt to stomp the face. Untap. Question is, can I get away with fires this turn? Play Aurora. Fires. Cast a Sphinx. Say go. Destroys my, or pushes off my fires. And then cycles. Kills my Sphinx. Passes. Play Ketra Triumph. Play Fable the Mirror Breaker. Say go. Get lost my Fable. Sure. We can't let a Teferi resolve. Lockdown. I mean, Lockdown doesn't seem very good against us. Passes. Play Fires. And a Chandra. Uptick Chandra. And say no. Say go. Plays a Lotus Field. And then copies a Lotus Field. And passes. Cast a Case. Get rid of the Mystical Dispute. Play a Den. Cast Tails. Which lets me play this Cascade, which enables my Case being fully done. We don't need to cast a Kellen. Say go. This is why I think Case is really good for this deck. Like, we could actually just vomit our hand so fast because of fires. And then the Case in general just keeps fueling the fires. So it's like a farewell. Getting rid of everything but my Chandra. And passes. So we play the Coast. Uptick Chandra. And say no. Play a Bone Crusher. And a Kellen. Say go. Now, I'm definitely going to keep upticking this because I do expect my opponent to have a Discontinuity, which will just, if I minus this, I won't get my emblem. So I do need to keep that in mind. So he's about ready to tap out again for another farewell. And passes? That's like best case scenario. Okay, now I just minus and then cast a second Chandra and deal 5 to the face. Which means you're kind of just dead, aren't you? I'm going to say no. Bring you basically down to 1. Got it. 1-0. Let's get into the next. Womp. Thoughtseize. Yes. You going to take my fires? I mean, you kind of have to, right? Once I get fires down his hand, it's just going to start just going boom. Takes the Fable. Sure. Tap land. Say go. Summit. Waste Not. Passes. Play a Beseiju. Stomp the face. Say go. So we're facing Rakdos Waste Not, which you could have a Croxa, which we'll definitely get rid of the Sky Turtle if we have to choose. Collect a Defiance. Oh. So I think I want to definitely play a Rockfall Veil, Fable, say go. Grixis would be kind of cute, wouldn't it? With Collect the Defiance, Waste Not, Narset. Just really punish the opponent. But next turn we should be able to Cascade plus Fires. Get Bone Crusher down. Collect a Defiance. And wheels me. Boy. Alright, the opponent brought the Spice. And a Liliana. Upticks. So I need to keep the Cascade. So I have 2 of each color. Thoughtseizes. Get rid of my Brazen Borrower. Which honestly is the card I would hope you would take. And a Bloodfast. And a Affliction. And hits me for 6. And passes. We will say no, because we can't feed into Waste Not. So I think I just Bone Crusher and say go. This is actually quite a bad matchup, right? Just because this card also discards with this card. So hysterically, our deck is probably the worst possible lopsided matchup he could ask for. Alright, so he makes me discard my Kellen. You know, that's fine. Smacks me. We take 6 down to 8. We take 3 or 6 down to 2 and we just die. Okay. Anger, dispute, guess closest, maybe? I don't really think this is a good matchup at all. Sky Turtle seems horrid. Outside of that, alright, we just try. Reveal the Sphinx. Don't need another Cav. I do actively need the green source. So I think I put that on top. Visaiju first. Play a Densei Go. Urborg. Passes. We play Visaiju. Say go. Plays a Summit and a Waste Knot. And passes. We'll play a Coast and a Closest. Say go. See if he tries to loot me this time. Another Waste Knot. And passes. We definitely, I think, drop down to Chandra. I think it's the hardest card I could play that he can answer. He can't really answer. We will uptick Chandra. And say no. Say go. Fable Passage. Cracks it. Go blank. Get rid of the Sphinx and the Bone Crusher Giant. We will go ahead and eat go blank. Uptick Chandra for mana. Petty Thief. Do I want to do let's do a zombie, that's fine. Oh, I don't have enough to do Cavalier 2? Oi. I guess I should have just done Brazen Borrower. I guess I only had 2 blue. I couldn't have bounced and cast Brazen Borrower. Okay, I guess that means Chandra's dying. I can't protect it. Say go. Liliana. Upticks. By Cavalier. Well, I guess I could have got Karuga. Attacks just with 1 zombie? Okay. And passes. Eat there. Deal 2. Play a Cascade. Uptick Chandra. We'll stomp a zombie. And play a Bone Crusher Giant. Say go. Makes me sack my Bone Crusher. Plays a Blood Crypt. Smacks Chandra. X3 and 1 to the face. Chandra dealt with. And passes. We will go ahead and I guess eat Chandra. Play the land. Turn on the Den. And let's take out Liliana. Well, there's a push. Makes himself discard his own second Lily. And goes to combat. Shoves in there. Take it. We're at 14. He's at 10. He's going to probably draw with Castle. Go to 11. Passes. Eat the Lily. Play a Hedge Mage. Maze. Put fires to the bottom. Pass the turn. So I think I'm going to Brazen Borrower on his instep. Sheoldred. And a Croxa deals 3. We'll definitely eat the Croxa. Upticks Lily and smashes me for 8. And we take 2 on upkeep, so we're essentially at 3. Actually, it kind of cancels out. But we do take the 2 points of damage before we can Clothis, so we got to keep that in mind. Eat the Clothis. Oh, I didn't play Brazen Borrower. That doesn't matter, actually. Because I would have only done 3, so brought him down to 4. And this would have brought him down to 2. Uptick. And we scoop. Yeah, there's just no way. Alright, 1-1 with the deck. Let's get into the next. Bottom, top, top. We'll play it. Tap, fail, say go. As a forest and a grazer. Hallelujah, it's a maze. It's a grazer, hallelujah. Catra Triumph, say go. I just hope this isn't Lotus Field. I just get all excited and it's just Lotus Field. It's Lotus Field. Thespian Stage, there's a Lotus Field. Okay, we will play a Cascade. Fable, say go. There's the stage. I'm assuming he copies. How do we win from here? Even another Grazer. And a Coast. And a copy. So even if I could Fires plus Chandra, like what is that doing? I don't think I need Bone Crusher in this matchup. I think I need these 2. Actually, I don't think I need Chandra in this matchup. Play the Cascade. Play the Fires. and then cast a Sphinx for free. We'll shove just to make a treasure. There you go. So next turn we can Bone Crusher plus a Cavalier. Pump. He just takes the 2. Okay. But we might be just dead here. Okay, Vizier. Oh, Emergent Ultimatum. Didn't even need all the extra pour over pages and stuff. So this is 6 plus 4. That's 10. So that can get you Omniscience down. This just finds pour. So I guess I put back Dark Petition. Plays another pour. Looks like he's trying to go for a Leer. Arc Druid's Charm. Gets a Fae. And that gets you your approach. Okay. Now can you get the approach? If you have any tutor at all. Cycles. Untaps. Dark Petition. Okay. And that's lethal. Guess Dispute? Is that even good? This might be the one matchup I did not prepare for. Cultist doesn't seem great. Bismari Command doesn't seem good either. Anger, of course, is just bad. I guess we bring in these and go down Chandra's because I just don't think we can afford to play a Planeswalker like that. Run it like that. Actually, up Clothis too. And run it like that. Down the Sky Turtle. Catch a Triumph, say go. Plays a Bell Recovery, says passes. Den. Stomp, say go. Like, this is one of our worst matchups. But along with the matchup we just faced. Like, we can't apply enough pressure to, I think, actually to pull off a game win here. In most matches. Or like most hands we could ever draw out of this deck. It's just not happening. Plays a Lair. Play Otawara. Bone Crusher applies the most pressure, so we'll play it. And pass. Sanctum. And passes. Fires. He has a counter for it? Nope. Charm. Gets a field, sacks 2 lands. So I think I have to cast Brazen Borrower. It's more of a collect than a Fable. Shove it in there. So next turn I think I have to Cavalier, loot away the Fable. Try to find a better threat. So I don't really want to pick up Karuga. I'd rather pump twice. As a Forest. Exiles my Fires. And plays a Fae. I guess we drop down a Fable now. Go to combat. Shove in there for 4. Say go. Play its second Lotus Field. Hidden Strings. Dark Petition. And a Leer. Another Hidden Strings. Another Strings. Dark Petition. It's probably going to this time find Ultimatum. I'm actually surprised he didn't do it before. There's the Ultimatum. Put back Dark Petition. So he gets 2 pours. So he draws 6. Which is pretty decent. Should probably tap down the Lotus Field first. Does a pour again. Impulse. Cast another pour. And an Impulse. Is he just whiffing? Probably should be picking this up, right? To get your approach. Ballot Recovery. Pour. Another pour. Impulse. Plays Omniscience with 10 cards in hand. I think I'm just going to scoop. Let's get into the wrap up. 1 and 2, we faced our probably arguably our worst 2 matchups. Let's get into it. So what do we want to speak about this deck overall? We went 1 and 2, but that record is very obscure, right? Lotus Field is probably the only tier 1 deck I think we actually have a shot at losing to. At least at that rate, right? Most of the time it's going to be a 50-50 types matchups. And even like against control and mid-range, I think we have a way better shot. We have a lot of card advantage pieces with Case, Fable, and we draw a lot with Kellen in the first match. And we just could not... We got paired up against a matchup where we just kind of get wrecked because of Cavalier, Fable, Case. They all loot. So that kind of hurt. And then we got paired up against arguably our worst matchup ever. And that's Lotus Field, because we don't really have much of a sideboard options because we're playing Karuga. So you kind of get hit by that. And we did get paired into it. So, I mean, that is what it is. I do think this deck is actually relatively good. It was kind of humorous. I mean, you're probably definitely gonna yell at me for the match, the game where I took a 0-lander, but 2 Sphinx. It was working out. So I mean, but I didn't realize I was on the play. If I would have known the hand, I would have definitely been on the draw, because then I would have been A-okay. But essentially we're kind of on the play or on the draw, kind of. So if you have any considerations at all for this deck, let me know down in the comment section. What do you guys think about the current state with Fires of Invention and Temur Fires? You think this deck could be a legit strategy? You think this deck is missing some pieces? I want to know all that down in the comment section. Are you ready for the next season, which is featuring brand new Thunder's Junction cards? That's going to be dropping very soon, so make sure you sub for that, and make sure you smash that like button before you head out that door. And until next time, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon.